Last week, I walked 12 miles on the Worcester and Birmingham Canal Towpath with a group of friends and a film crew from Channel 4's Narrow Escapes. We finished here at Alvechurch, and today we're picking up the trail again and walking the final 20 miles. Well, we're back out on the towpath this morning. We just started off. We've got 20 miles to go from Alvechurch Mariner through to Worcester itself. Going to pass the lock flight on here, which is going to be great. There's a few less of us today, but it should be a good fun. We've got about 5 pubs to stop at, I think. So come along with us. So we set off from Alvechurch and headed south along the towpath in the direction of Shortwood Tunnel and Tardybig Locks. It was a pleasant morning, and it felt great to be back out on the towpath. Some really beautiful scenery out here on this stretch. Look at that. So we've got to walk about 2 hours before we hit the first pub, which I believe is the Queen's Head. So we definitely would have earned that first point anyway. We've got 5, as I said, to do today. And it's basically a full day's hike. I think we're not going to get home until about 10:30, 11 or something like that tonight, but it's going to be awesome. Big forest, or woodland at least, that we're going through. I've really enjoyed being out walking with these guys. It's been really fun. Makes me feel a little bit sad that next week or the week after I'm going to be completing the Birmingham main line by myself again. But I'm sure these guys are going to come out on more canal walks in the future. So yeah, watch this space. The scenery here is really great. Look at that. Got a proper thick woodland on either side. And the canal just passes right through it. Wonder how I'm going to handle the 20 miles today. Last week's 12-mile walk I did alright on. 20 miles is the longest I've walked in a long time. So as I'm building myself back up in terms of my health, it'll be interesting to see how I cope with it. I suppose there is always the option to bail out slightly earlier. Maybe when we get to Droitwich or something like that. I think it's Droitwich. There might be the option to get a train back then if I'm struggling, but that's after about 12 miles. So we'll just have to see. But I'm going to do my best anyway. Nice spot to be moored up in. Coming up to a tunnel. Looks like we have to go over this one. Looks like the path just goes over that one then.
Need to get a bit closer. You don't often get like straight tunnels as straight as that.
It's a nice image, that.
I bet that one's haunted halfway through as well.
Definitely. You can just tell, can't you?
We'll send you through, Chris, I think. You got experience with it.
Yep. Supernatural.
You get on an episode of Uncanny.
Probably come out of there covered in ectoplasm. Got a tunnel just down there. We're having to walk up and over. This is Shortwood Tunnel, and it's 613 yards long. I'm not sure about the 20 miles doing me in. I think this hill has.
3/4 of a mile. Yeah. Smaller arm. Over. Yeah. The owner. Not massively expensive.
One of the good things about going up and over these tunnels is you often have to walk through some really nice scenery that you wouldn't see if you were down on the towpath, which typically has banks on either side, tall trees and that sort of thing. I mean, just take a look around here. Lovely farms, fields, footpaths going across them. Green as far as the eyes can see. Amazing. We're about 50 minutes in now. There was a towpath closure a bit further back that we had to navigate around. But we're back on the towpath now and pushing on towards that first pub. There's quite a bit of overgrowth on the towpath. It's got a really nice, peaceful feel about it here. And it's weird to think that this very canal comes from Birmingham and passed through those areas, even though those areas were pretty decent as well. But yeah, a great morning so far, enjoying the walk. So we pushed on along the towpath further towards Tardybig Tunnel, and on the other side, Tardybig Top Lock. Eventually we came to a poultry farm of some sort.
How do you get much sleep? Have you heard the one about...
It really did sound like laughing.
Only to, fish already fish straight.
I ain't going to say they haven't shut these off, have they?
Yeah, these are worse than that towpath.
Or is it going to canal? I don't know if we're going to have a look.
Yeah, it looks like it does.
But, there's a tunnel, isn't there?
It seems a bit of a pointless.
Yeah, there's a couple of things to stop bikes going through.
Just to come down and have a look at the canal.
There's definitely no towpath.
Really?
No.
Oh, what's that? What is that? Oh,
So you can
is that
moor
a
up
tunnel?
and then...
A bit further along the path then, up there.
Yep.
Back up the stairs.
Days of my life again. On the extended road.
Good. Definitely needs a bit of maintenance along here, doesn't it?
All different volunteers.
Are you signing up? Someone's just got fed up walking and just tossed their shoes there. Here we had to make a mad dash across an A road. It's a bit worrying, isn't it? Yeah, dodging cars.
Walk with horse and cars.
Going to do smoking the M1 today.
Finally, at last, the towpath came back into sight, and we dropped back down onto it on the other side of Tardybig Tunnel, with Tardybig top lock ahead of us. Yeah. Oh yeah. We paused for a moment at Tardybig Top Lock to talk to a Canal and River Trust employee. You too, mate. He was keeping the lock gates clean. A really nice guy.
How many locks did you say, Chris, it was?
I think there's 32 of these. I think there's a couple like this, and then they're closer together.
Right.
Just met a nice chap from the Canal and Rivers Trust, working on the lock there, cleaning all the crap out of the water so it doesn't clog up the system. And we stopped there, a nice chat, really nice guy. So if you ever watch this, thanks for chatting. Do you reckon they'll do food in that pub, like a bacon sandwich or something?
I don't know. It's only 20 minutes for the next one and 20 minutes for another one. So.
Yeah. Could have a bag of pork scratchings in each one.
For breakfast.
It'll add up to a meal.
Yeah, calorie wise.
Calorie intake, is it on?
Yeah.
That's it for the day.
Arteries might clog up by the time we hit Worcester.
Yeah, so they've all the years later. I know. A really good film.
And I like that. And actually, it's probably one of the better films.
Yeah,
Like in that Danny Boyle direct.
another Lockkeeper's Cutters, isn't it?
Can you imagine living there?
Yeah. Put your kitchen down in the basement there, over there. Oh, it's part of this old.
Wow, look at that. Looks really solid, isn't it?
Oh, it's probably a pumping house.
Oh yeah, because this will be the highest bit, so yeah.
Get old Fred Dibner down here.
The engine house.
Pumping house.
So this is the joke for the punchline. Okay, here we go. I was going to take a photo, but it seems quite busy. There's a lock going on in it.
And that's the disadvantage. If you're following somebody down, every lock is not set to you. I said the locks on the river are like mechanically operating, aren't they?
That's Tardybig Reservoir.
Is that the reservoir?
Oh, so I wonder if they tapped where they pumped it. Yeah, that's probably where, that was probably the.
Yeah, it's like.
Tardybig Reservoir. Wow, that is low. That is low, isn't it?
You should film that for Andy's joke.
Yeah.
That was exciting.
Wow, look at that.
Now, wild campers.
Okay, here you go for another joke. You ready?
Yeah.
We came to see this reservoir, but frankly, it's a bit of a low point.
Once again, we pushed along the towpath from Tardybig Reservoir along the flight of locks, thinking about how low the water levels still are and wondering how long it will be before they return to normal. I keep thinking about all of the people I've met who live on boats and have been unable to move, and how badly this has impacted their life this summer.
At least we've seen some narrow boats in action.
Yeah, it's good to see them out.
Is that one full? Oh really? Okay.
Good morning. Morning.
Hiya. Even the one in Knoll.
There's loads of locks. I've had my fill of them.
Morning.
I can't believe how many locks there are on this section of the canal. It's left me feeling really drained.
The miles passed by one after another as we got closer and closer to our first pub, the Queen's Head, just above Stoke Pound Bridge at Tardebig Bottom Lock. Just approaching the first pub of the day, the Queen's Head. 2 hours we've been walking. This is a welcome sight.
It's a bit like the boots at Lapworth. Yeah. With the teepee and ready for the quick selfie.
This turned out to be a really nice pub. We sat out back overlooking the cut. I had a nice pint of Guinness and a packet of crisps. Just left the first pub, the Queen's Head, and now we're walking onto the navigation, which is about 25 minutes further up the towpath.
Like videos of people repairing various bits on these buses.
Full of fuel. I think it's just up the road, so you have to get off.
50 yards.
50 yards off.
So the navigation. Oh yeah, 50 yards.
It's on the brick. I
think it's on this.
Yes.
Saturday closed.
I know that's the Priory. We on the
We're by Harry's paintbrush
there.
works, aren't we?
Down there, basically. 50 yards. So he's on technically we could skip the
Paintbrush factory.
exactly on the thing, but
They make Harry's paintbrush.
planning.
Or used to, I don't know whether you know. The last Harry's paintbrush I bought was that the other week. It was made in China, so it wasn't made in Stoke prior.
Well, I think it's on the locals with Bristol if you said it wasn't a local.
Just approaching pub number 2 now, the navigation. Hopefully we'll get something to eat here as well. Cheers. This turned out to be a nice traditional little pub. Another pint of Guinness down. Just finished at the navigation, heading back down onto the towpath to the next pub. Pub number 3 on the approach. Probably get something to eat at this one, I think. This pub sits just north of Astwood Toplock in Stoke Prior.
Okay.
The boat and railway. Absolutely loved this pub. We sat out on the terrace overlooking the cut and I had a steak and ale pie.
The bowl's like a cafe, craft area, like, you know, it's all cool.
We pushed on along the towpath, passing Astwood Locks and heading towards Hanbury Junction.
Probably sold now. There's nothing auction or.
I was pleased to see a lot of narrow boats today,
That's good.
and it's nice to be able to wave and say hello. I always find narrow boaters to be quite friendly.
I don't know, something, and he'll still be down his reclaimed plastic chair going, bloody mugs.
Yeah,
Little stash.
That's behind.
Absolutely boring, isn't it?
Oh, there's good crab apples.
Bizarre, up by Marina might be out of business. It doesn't look like it's open, but should we crack on or?
Well, they have a piss up. We've got 20 minutes in the day.
We can stop if you want to stop. That's a stop, Ash.
Can I have a quick 10 minutes?
Yeah.
I suppose, yeah?
Shots all round.
Shots. The Eagle and Sun pub was on our original list, but we heard it had closed down. Upon approaching, it looked like it was open, so we thought we'd give it a go. Unfortunately, we were right. It had closed down for a refurb or something like that, and it hadn't yet reopened. We weren't the only ones checking it out. Swallowing our disappointment, we pushed on once again along the towpath. Gradually, conversation subsided as people dug deep and kept putting one foot in front of the other. I think we were all getting tired, especially me. I was beginning to struggle at this point. I think this is Dunhampstead Tunnel, another up and over.
Anyone wants to swim?
Kind of,
So we're almost at the cafe. Basically that tunnel comes out and it's to the higher place.
216 metres.
You know I'm starting to struggle when the walking pole comes out. I love that name, Funky Monkey. At this point, I had reached the end of my energy levels. I had nothing left in the tank. We reached the final pub of the day, for me at least. We found this one to be closed, but there was another one just across the road and we went in there instead. I had one final pint of Guinness and then called an Uber and headed for Worcester train station, where I headed home for the day, leaving the others to continue. I will return by myself to walk the final 5 miles to Worcester. It's not too bad. I walked 15 miles today, the longest I've walked in a long time. A few more of those and I should be able to push up to the 20-mile range. Next week I plan to walk the final 6 miles of the Birmingham mainline canal, and then the week after that I will come back to walk the final 5 miles of this Worcester and Birmingham canal, before moving on to the Coventry Canal in November. Thanks so much for all your support, guys, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you again soon in the next video.